Hello all. So what can teachers, educators, administrators, and community members do to understand the strengths of culturally and linguistically diverse families? No doubt, working with culturally and linguistically diverse students would be more challenging and need extra planning and caring. Teachers and school administrators need to make sure that diverse students are getting equal access to education as others and that their school system fits all those who are involved in learning process, including the students' families. So a statement said by Amanti, in some cases, culture is portrayed as homogeneous and frozen in time, such as when teachers engage their students in learning about the holidays, food, typical costumes, and art of their own or other cultures. This special event approaches to culture ignores and devalues the everyday experience of many minoritized and immigrant students in our country. This was said by Amanti, page 131. One of the suggested ways to learn about our students' culture and about strengths of culturally and linguistically diverse families, which was also suggested by Kathy Amante, is through infographical oriented home visits. Kathy said, I get to know my students' families through these home visits. We become real people to each other rather than shadow figures occupying our different niches. It was on page 139. This method is a very fruitful way to strengthen the relationship with our students' families and learn more about them. I also believe that is the teacher's responsibility to enlighten our students' mentality and emphasize the importance of accepting others and respecting varieties so that we may build up a tolerant community. And teachers might do this by embedding activities that require students' collaboration with each other. I remember a classroom situation where I behaved culturally responsive. In my ex-school in Kuwait, I used to design special kinds of activities when there was a special celebration day in that country. For instance, when it was Kuwait National Day, I brought uncolored Kuwaiti flag papers and I asked my students to color these flags. My students were in first grade. Yes, and I asked them to color these flags as to plant cultural values together with color teaching in English. So I did two things like plant cultural values and teach them the color vocabularies. Um, and uh, and because I have three Lebanon students, I remember I decided that the whole class will celebrate also their national day. It was in November. I asked these three kids to talk about their backgrounds, cultures, and food country. I did not mind that they used code switching. I felt how comfortable they were. On that day, the whole class drew a Lebanon flag on a white paper. From my deep belief that good teaching embraces students' culture, this experience has pushed my three minority students to be more comfortable to go with the flow. It has also raised the spirit of belonging to the group. So, the more we think of multicultural education, the more we come up with a solid generation. I will attach the reference for my answer, and thank you so much for listening to me. Bye bye.